I gotta change those glasses. He just looks so fucking awful. Nah, I took this. To be honest, the robe is kind of ugly. Like, it is really ugly. I feel like the other ones will be better looking, but this is really ugly. Like, it's really fucking ugly. I'm sticking to this for a very long time. Almost 28.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poachers' best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way.
Turn this down a little bit.
A centaur. Tread carefully.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious.
Revelio.
Okay, this is a barren ass mountain. Let's just keep going.
That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
Damn.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water.
Oh shit, something in the water.
This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Revelio. Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Pelts. Still smoking. They can't have been gone long. This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this.
I like Merlin as an actual character here.
How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers.
Revelio.
No creatures though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
Wrong button.
Might I remind
Revelio.
the wizard's sharpest tool is his mind. Perhaps best to shun that which leads it astray. They come after me, they'll rest in 10 graves.
Brockborough's famous for someone having a pet troll and not much else.
It's Totalis.
I dream of making a better world. For me.
That's what not fight all the motherfuckers right now.
What in Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
Doesn't look like a wait. Down one. But it might be both back.
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Hauntel Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
Hopefully say me especially.
One foot in front of the next.
Revelio.
Quiet as can be.
Don't know what Victor was thinking, stroking a bucket on his Totalis. Revelio.
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Nah, they say we go too far. The violence is...
Let's say something. Do I have a talent? No. Yeah, that would have been good here.
Get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then violence is gonna get me precisely what it's to tell us.
Someone there?
The trigger is Totalis. Revelio.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there?
They're making up every week so it can lose.
They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not when I'm chained up like that.
Let's even her on, shall we? Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Can you like not walk anymore?
Hello, Hamora.
Like he's just constantly fucking walking. Okay, is there anything to stop that? Fight.
All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The elemental supplies will only buy us a few seconds.
Revelio. Let's make them count.
What I wouldn't give to be a demigod.
Careful! Ramrock will want his dragon intact!
The trigger is Totalis.
Suppose it's worth a
I've heard centaurs quieter than you.
Revelio.
Is that you? Get up! Let me answer! Let me answer!
Revelio. Leviosa. Crucial. Places.
I literally just stealthed this bitch.
You're the one we're looking for, ain't you, brought a friend?
Let's see. Purple.
My bite. How nice. Stop.
Why grab this out longer than necessary?
I would no one heard of using a wand of me. Never mind. Back home. Stop sticking around like a Shall we finish what we started? Back to the dirt, thank you.
Still in death.
We're gonna die.
have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
Run. Phase out of there, though. Why do you make it then? Tell me how to fight.
Incendio! This way!
Really got touched.
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
Should we expect trouble from the poachers, given the trouble we just caused?
It would be foolish not to expect it. They're not a forgiving lot. I'm sorry to say that you likely have a larger target on your back now because of what we just did.
Eh.
Since the dragon we freed flew off, does that mean we get to keep the egg?
I'd much rather we have it than the poachers, at least for now. But I don't think we should keep it indefinitely. It'll be hard hiding something like this from Professor Weasley for long.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it.
Alright.
Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
Revelio!
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will
Transformation.
discuss your progress thus far in the term.
Another transformation spell. Am I transforming someone else into like a some shit? I don't fucking know. We gotta find a dungeon. Cool. Well, ain't this underground place?
Revelio.
I think I only got 500.
Revelio. So this is the underground harbor.
I want to see something. There's an elevator here. Where the fuck does the elevator take me? Oh shit. Is this outside? Nope, it is inside.
Book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around his...
Looking for the book Intermediate
Revelio.
Transfiguration.
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humor me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Transformation.
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
Fuck off.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions, and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
I don't fucking know.
The snake bird.
No. Incorrect. The answer was the golden snidget. The snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Felix Felicis.
Well done. Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
The Founder's Relics.
No, the answer was the Deathly Hallows. According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
The bludger.
I'm sorry, but the correct answer was the quaffle. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is a... True or false? Polyjuice Potion allows the drinker to change species.
True.
Actually, the answer was false. While Polyjuice Potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be
decided to
used
put
to
this in
change
here?
species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more
You
questions I
can
can
suck a
ask you.
huge dick. I'm not
And I won't
doing
be
this
giving
shit
you
again.
any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
I'm sorry. I don't have time for a quiz at the moment.
Let me know if you change your mind.
I'm not changing my mind.
I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this. Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
Transfiguration class. Now, where the fuck is this chest at, though?
Revelio. Lumos.
Well, there's a chest here. I don't know where to find it. Is it
Revelio.
below? Fuck it. That's a talent I gotta do. Wait. That's good and all, but I'm looking for... There's no one where curse does damage? Let's do that. Yeah, I'm just gonna use that. Ooh. Wiggle arm. Why is she here at night?
My mother would like to speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I'm hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
Settle down. Settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
Alright. Now, what can the transformation spell do for us?
Beautifully done.
Can we meet in the Three Broomsticks? It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
Alright, so I have all of the spells.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making
They weren't
good
helpful.
use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you can brew an impressive Edurus potion. Hopefully, you won't need it anytime soon, but it is a valuable potion to have when it is needed.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Were your meetings with Professor Black's house elf and exploration of various caves down by the lake connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Not at all. I was, intrigued by stories of a giant squid and wanted to learn more. I encountered Scrope, who seemed delighted to share what he knew.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly.
Sure,
It'll be
I
the
want
end
to know
of the
more
year
about the shit
in
I
no
want to
time,
know about, though.
and you'll want to be well
The field
prepared
guide
for your
didn't have what I want to know about.
OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that
The
time
field guide
to
was
ensure that
useless.
you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
You're dismissed. It's a long ass cooldown.
Since our visit to Felwood, something dawned on me about the triptych. Maybe at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
I remember our meet mentioning something about gobbledygook.
That well. I think I can defeat the spider now.
On another adventure, are we? So frustrating.
You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful? Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you, and she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
Bitch, don't include me in this shit. I'm doing dangerous shit by
So
myself.
frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
We're making good progress. We can't quit now.
I agree. I have never considered quitting, even for a moment. You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Randrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
As always. Alright, where are you at? She's in Hogsmeade. Oh, of course she is. I don't care about this.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
I gotta watch SmackDown.
Over here.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Of course.
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you.
I wish
I
I
didn't
could make
want to
his
press it
voice more
before.
like.
It seems I may
sinister.
have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood.
Oh, you did.
Why is he after you?
If it's all right with you, I'd rather not say. At least not at the moment.
Understood. We all have our secrets. I shan't press for more details. In fact,
Plus,
I
you're
should
like
probably
2
be
years
going.
younger.
I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can.
She's
I'll
like
let
she's
you
in
know
her
when I have
second
news
year.
of her location.
All right, let's talk to.
Revelio.
Hello, pardon me.
Hello there. Was there something you needed?
Hello, I was wondering if you would be interested in having your own shop and a house elf to help you with it. Penny's the name. Penny's mistress is selling this shop. And Penny is most eager to start working with the new owner. It might surprise you to know that Penny can sell practically anything.
Oh, it would be wonderful to have a place to sell things and someone to help me.
You'll be able to give Penny almost anything that you want to sell. It will be no work at all for you once the shop is up and running. If you want the shop, and Penny hopes that you do, you should talk to Penny's mistress as soon as you can. Her name is Cassandra Mason.
Why is your mistress selling the shop? And you?
Penny cannot be certain, as Mistress Mason so rarely confides in her. However, she repeatedly mentions how tired she has become of trying to let the shop. She has had rotten bad luck with the
keep
last
burning
few
myself at work.
tenants.
Are you all right? Are you holding your breath?
Penny's fine. Sometimes Penny simply needs to remind herself to stop talking.
What kind of things would I be able to sell in the shop?
All kinds. Anything from essence of Disney to mooncalf fur. If a buyer exists for something, then Penny can sell it and get the...
Why are the premises in such disarray?
Oh, the previous tenants were not able to manage very well. They seem to have given up rather quickly. Penny is perfectly capable of helping clean and repair, so the shop will be ready for business in no time.
How is it you're so good at selling? Seems unusual for a house elf.
Oh, before he died, Penny's previous owner, Master Mason, trusted her to do all sorts of things to help him with his shop. Penny supposes it is a bit unusual for a house elf to possess such skill, but Master Mason commanded it, and Penny was happy to oblige. Master Mason was a wonderful master.
All right. I shall go and find Madam Mason.
Oh, this is splendid news indeed. You won't be sorry. You can find Mistress Mason at her home on the north edge of the village.
Penny does hope she gets to work with you.
Let me check something real quick. Alright, I'm high enough level. I'm past the fucking level thing.
Pickle ought to stay close to his mother.
Actually, let me change this up. Let's take off Crucio, put in Barbarian, and let's put in Descendo. Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Revelio.
I see you. Where you at?
Revelio.
Claymore just flying around over here.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Oh shit.
Revelio.
That was inside.
Lumos.
Okay. Where would this be? Fine, that works.
Anna's getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the Catacomb.
Cool. No, it might have enough level for that. Yep, I'm only under level for one mission so far.
Hello, Madam Mason. I understand you have a shop to sell.
Why, yes. Yes, I do. Are you interested?
Yes, I am. I've always wanted to own a shop.
How marvellous. I think you will find my terms quite generous. But, and do please forgive me for asking, don't you think you might be a tad young to own a shop?
I have a knack for this sort of thing, if I do say so myself. If I can meet your terms, I hope that you'll sell to me.
Well, I reckon you have the confidence needed for such a venture. And of course you'll have Penny to help you. That elf could sell tea to a troll. I assume she told you she comes with the place.
She did indeed.
I like you. Tell you what, I shall sell you the space for an exceedingly fair price. I think you might just be shrewd enough to make a go of it.
An exceedingly fair price for a shop and an elf. What's the catch?
Huh? You are wise to be wary in business dealings. No catch, really. I simply ask that you allow me to do you the favour of buying the shop back. At a discount, of course, should your efforts fail. The last thing we need here in Hogsmeade is for one bad apple to spoil the barrel, if you get my meaning.
Yes. An unsuccessful shop would be bad for nearby businesses, I'd imagine.
Quick one you are. Do we have a deal?
What precisely do you mean, should my efforts fail?
Honestly, I only mean that if for some reason you're unable to keep the shop going, I could help you cut your losses. That's all. But, as you've implied, the odds of that happening are remote.
The shop seems to be in an ideal location. Why has no one purchased it yet?
It is indeed. But I've just decided to sell. I've grown weary of being a landlady. My late husband was the one with a passion for shopkeeping and business in general. You'd be wise to take advantage of this opportunity before the offers start rolling in.
It looks to be rather a mess. Why haven't other tenants been able to make a go of it there?
As you've no doubt considered, running a shop is not as simple as those less savvy might think. The new owner, however, will have something that previous tenants did not. The benefit of Penny's particular prowess. Her assistance will make all the difference, I should think, in both getting the shop ready for business and ensuring its success.
Why?
It does sound intriguing, but I need to consider my finances first. I'll come and find you if I'm interested.
Very well, but I won't be able to keep the shop available for too long. If you do want the shop, I'd advise you to return to me as soon as possible. Hello again. You know, the shop won't be available forever. Penny is terribly keen to put her business acumen to use. I do hope we're able to do business together.
Madam Mason, about the shop.
Yes?
I've decided I'd like to go ahead and purchase the shop.
I have to say I'm impressed. You are a remarkably resourceful student.
I am indeed.
And brave. You won't be sorry. Give me the money, and I shall get the paperwork filed immediately.
I don't like how she said, give me the money.
Wonderful. Shall I head directly to the shop?
Please do. Oh, one more thing. Since my husband died, I've not been able to bring myself to retrieve some of his personal items. They're in a chest at the back of the shop. Penny has the key. As you get organised, I would be terribly grateful if you could help an old widow and gather his things for me before you open for business. I wish you the very best of luck in your endeavours. Penny will meet you there.
Revelio. Accio.
There's a lot of silence in this video. This little playthrough. There's a lot of silence here and there because there's no point to talking to people that's not there.
Well, I've done it, Penny. The shop is mine.
Oh, Penny is so pleased. Penny was hoping you would be the one to purchase it.
I'm glad you're here to help me.
Goodness, what a kind thing to say. Penny will do all that she can to make this a success. There is much to do. The last tenant left in a bit of a rush, so we'll need to clean up and do some repairs.
Well then, let's get to it.
Penny is ready. Between the two of us, we should have this place up and running in no time. Penny does not like such magic.
Lumos.
I guess I only can use that there. That sucks.
Reparo.
Penny can already see nothing like a bit of hard work. Mistress Mason wanted Penny to be sure and give you this key. It opens a chest in the back room of this shop.
Oh yes, she mentioned it to me. It contains some of her late husband's belongings.
Penny wonders if you should open the chest.
Are you holding your breath again?
Penny must get back to work now.
Of course it is. Of course, it's a fucking dungeon. I do not care if we got magic. I will never go into a dungeon alone. Some shit might pop off. It's a cellar.
Revelio.
I like how that looks right there. Why does this look different? Like, look at it. It looks so different. Why is that doing that? Why is it so colorful right now?
That's odd. Why would someone store one hat in here?
Descendo.
Revelio. Well, that's not very hospitable.
Oh, goody. Someone to play with. You seem cunning, sort. What fun this will be.
Revelio.
For me, at least.
Lumos. That's new. Onwards, I suppose. What in the... Who's there?
This is why you just don't go to a random ass spot. You learn, you know what it is first before you just walk into a random ass spot. She said it was an empty chest. You do not do this shit.
Lumos. Seems as if I should hang something there. These lanterns must belong somewhere.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Why does
the lanterns are meant to be?
Why is it so colorful?
You might survive a bit longer than the others.
Lumos.
Oh, you've come so far so quickly. Well done. You might be just the playmate I've been looking for. I do hope you enjoy my playground. I encourage you to tell everyone about it. If you make it out, that is. Please try. If you get to the end, perhaps we can come to some sort of arrangement. I do want your shop to succeed, after all. What's the saying? Two sides to every story. Unfortunately for you, both sides here is a bad story. And you'll have to complete both to get to the end. Ah, you've chosen the scholarly route. You'll need more than you've learned from books to best me.
Revelio. Lumos.
Oh, deja vu. Watch your step.
Lumos. Lumos.
Running in circles, are we? Perhaps you should retrace your steps.
Lumos. What was that?
God damn trick house.
Lumos.
Up, down.
Lumos.
Oh, how nice of him to pop.
Lumos.
I kind of want to be done with this.
Bombarder. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Protego. Stupefy.
So colorful.
Lumos.
Home, sweet home.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Yeah, that's what I know.
It's always good to have a different perspective on things.
Lumos. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
So much fun to be had. My head is spinning.
Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Can't go through there. Oh, there it is.
Perhaps I should pull the lantern into this room to cause the room to rotate again.
All books and no clay.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
If I went a different way, could I did a fighting type thing. Because I'd rather fight than do this little hostile shit. Like, to be honest. Nope, this is a fight.
Well done. I'll give you a moment to collect yourself, if you can. Ta-ta for now.
God damn, there's only one door.
I simply adore this blooming place.
I don't.
Don't you?
I really don't.
You know, foliage, like most living things, won't survive for long in the darkness.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
What's this? A game within a game? Ooh, knight to H3. Nighty-night.
Caborso. Watch your step. That was the wrong square. Revelio. Revelio.
I was hoping you'd fall for me, but this is a bit much. Watch your step. Watch your step.
I wonder if the chess pieces on the board indicate where I can't go.
I was hoping you'd fall for me, but this is a bit much.
Perhaps I can find a way to reveal the path. Bombarda. Revelio. That wasn't too difficult.
Oh, goodness. I do hope you're having as much fun as me.
I'm not.
I think I'll keep you around a bit longer.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh my god, more of these fucking mannequins.
Bombarder!
Oh, I'm afraid of the dark.
Revelio!
Does it worry you that I can see you, but you can't
Bombarder!
see me?
Accio!
It should.
Wingardium Leviosa!
I'd offer you a seat, but I'm rearranging the furniture.
Accio!
Aren't you getting too comfortable for what's in store, do
Protego! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
Took long enough.
Bombarder! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Protego!
Ah, a worthy playmate. Well done.
Accio! Stupefy! Bombarder! Descendo! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Protego! Stupefy! Bombarder! Stupefy! Confringo! Bombarder! Protego! Lumos! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
Can I be down here? Oh, yep, that's a fight. There's a fight.
Ready?
Bombarder!
Time to raise the stakes, so to speak. Where shall I put this?
Repulsor!
where shall I put this? Accio, Depulso. Bombarda, Descendo. Protego, Stupefy. Axis, by cat. Stupefy. Now that should get your attention. Well, this has been fun. Much to do, much to do. See you in a bit.
Can I be down here? There was one more room. I just want this to be over. This is not fun for me. It's not scary, it's just fucking stupid. Cool, I don't have the old brew potions, that's good. I wonder how many I can hold. And can I fight a ghost? Is this unfair how to fight? Pippin dude, what the fuck that nigga name is?
Aha! Finally! You, my inordinately clever friend, appear to have traversed this seemingly never-ending dungeon relatively unscathed.
Relatively.
And now I suppose you'll want to go. Everyone leaves me, usually in a straitjacket, never to return. I'm starting to take it personally. I'm tired of having no one to play with. Ooh. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. If you can match wits with me now and agree to give me unfettered access to the shop for, say, 1 day a month to have a little fun, I'll sign a contract. Pursuant to which, let me see, I will blah, 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 blah. Oh, yes, leave you and your customers alone at all other times, etc., etc. You get your shop, I get my chaos. Sound acceptable? Excellent! Let the games begin! Axis cat guy? By cat? Cat. I mean, you cat.
It's a fucking troll. It's a fucking troll. Alright.
bottom. Potato. Confringo. Places. Defendo. Stupefy. Potato.
Wait a minute. Let's go with.
Leviosa.
Just once, try seeing things from my point of view.
Don't tell me I have to do this shit. Okay, no, but still.
Leviosa. Confringo. Leviosa. Potato. Stupefy. Places. Defendo. Stupefy. Places. Stupefy. Defendo. Potato. Stupefy. Leviosa. Places. Defendo. Confringo.
Well, well, finally, someone deserving of the playground I so meticulously crafted. Such a treat to have fun again in my little dungeon.
I must say, I enjoy a good challenge.
Ah, a kindred, dare I say, spirit.
So, about the contract.
I am a poltergeist of my word.
Just to be clear, what does this agreement entail? Specifically.
Ugh, pay attention. You guarantee that I can have my fun at least one day each month without fuss. I let you work the rest of the time, mostly in peace.
Why would you enter into such an agreement?
Much as I love banging about the place, it's no comparison to seeing customers' faces when I bonk them on the heads with a chocolate frog. One doesn't really understand the value of an audience until one is without it.
Very well. I shall agree to your contract with one small addendum.
Hooray! No more of this unsatisfying banging about all day in a pitiful void. Wait, did you say one small addendum?
I did. In order that I have a successful shop with lots of customers, would you agree to causing chaos only after 9 o'clock in the evening?
Would you agree to at least 2 days a month instead of one?
I would.
Pleasure doing business with you. You've worn me out. Ah, well done. I had a
Revelio.
I have to admit, Cassandra did a wonderful job finding the perfect playmate.
Alright, let me get the fuck out of this place. Wish I could find a ghost.
Revelio.
Not comfortable no more.
Hello, Penny.
Penny is so glad you're back.
You knew exactly where I was going when I entered that chest.
Penny was beginning to think yet another shopkeeper was going to end up in St. Mungo's.
Another shopkeeper, St. Mungo's. I think you should explain, Penny. Penny? Please stop holding your breath. Tell me what's going on.
Oh, please forgive Penny. Penny is forbidden from telling you anything.
But how can you be forbidden from telling me what's going on? I purchased this shop.
Penny excused. Penny thought that if you came back, you would own the shop.
Thank you, Penny. I think I'm going to need to talk to the authorities.
Oh, Penny is certain that's a brilliant idea. Officer Singer will know what to do. Penny will wait right here.
Let me check something real quick. Is it in gear? That's a lot more money. If I pass the spot, I can sell some shit. I will go sell. Nope, can't sell shit here.
Officer Singer, I have some information you might be interested in.
Ah, good to see you again. What can I do for you?
Cassandra Mason sold me her shop and then tried to drive me mad in a haunted dungeon.
Cassandra Mason sold you her shop?
Well, yes, she said she did, but I think you might have missed the bit about the dungeon.
No, I heard that bit too.
And, according to the house elf that came with the shop, she has done this sort of thing before. Repeatedly.
I wondered what was going on. She seems to have had a great deal of trouble keeping a tenant in that shop. In any event, these are serious accusations indeed. Perhaps a little visit with Cassandra is in order to clear this all up. Shall we?
Yes. We snitched. Now see what you can do about it. Or am I gonna fight the bitch? I feel like I'm gonna fight the bitch.
Oh, hello, Ruth. I see you've met my new tenant.
Cassandra, it's my understanding that you sold your shop and your elf to this student. Now, they've been telling me some very interesting stories about your business practices. Perhaps you should come with me.
Damn. She was quick on the draw. She was quick on the draw.
What on earth are they teaching you at that school these days?
Teaching me a whole hell of a lot.
I should have known better than to do business with a wild student. Luck is about to run out. Such a son. Fight truly. What on earth are they teaching you at that school these days?
Okay. Are you trying to do something? All right.
Stupid one.
Oh, bunch of transform enemy.
Confringo. Crucial. Stupid one. Stupid one. Stupid one. Accio. Confringo.
Nothing's about to run out.
Tango! Depulso. Confringo.
So I'm too quick on the draw.
Ah, I'm disappointed in you, Cassandra. Incarcerate! You don't know what you're doing! Don't I? I always wondered why you couldn't seem to keep a tenant in that shop of yours. I must admit, the notion of a haunted dungeon never crossed my mind. Thanks for this. You can head back to the shop. Second that house elf of yours, she's probably terrified.
Spoony little traitor herself! I should have known it was...
Silencio.
That's a great magic spell right there. Can I have my money back?
And not to worry. Cassandra will immediately file the paperwork needed to grant you ownership of both the shop and the elf. On her way to Azkaban.
Thank you, Officer Singer.
Best of luck to you as the newest shop owner in Hogsmeade.
Oh, you're gonna take that fucking transformation shit off. Also, Crucio. I don't need it. Not that one. I need this one and. I wish I could do more combos.
You don't ever want to find
Penny, I have what I hope will be good news. Officer Singer confirmed that ownership of the shop has now transferred to me.
Oh, well, that is good news. Penny is so relieved. Penny had the most difficult time keeping the truth from you. Penny promises to work as hard as she can for such a kind new owner.
I don't want a house elf, but I also think the house elves need to be there, or they die. I don't know the deal. I'm gonna look up this real quick. Got you.
Penny, I found an item of clothing in the dungeon that I'd like to give you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Penny never thought she would be given clothing and become a free elf.
It's my pleasure. You deserve it.
Of course, Penny will be staying on and managing the shop for you.
Penny, you're free. You can do anything you've ever wanted to.
But all Penny has ever wanted to do is run a shop with a friend and sell to the villagers in Hogsmeade.
If that's what you want to do, Penny, then nothing would make me happier. I'm genuinely glad you'll be staying on.
Penny is too.
But now
all
she gotta get
that's left
paid.
is for you to choose a sign for your new shop, and Penny will take care of the rest.
Vesters and Venom, Cloudwater and Brewsters, Stitches and Draughts. Like this one.
I choose Stitches and Drafts.
Excellent choice. Have a look outside.
Thank you. I shall work on collecting items for the shop's inventory. Oh, and Penny, we'll be closing the shop by 9 o'clock every night.
That's how you get it. That's how you do it. Oh, shit. We ain't causing chaos, nigga.
Oh, perhaps today you have something you'd like Penny to sell for you? Oh, Penny will fetch a good price for what you'd like to sell.
Can I do this anywhere?
Penny wishes you safe and wondrous travels.
Can I call Penny whatever? Because not going back here would be great.
I have some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
It's right fucking there.
It's not like her to forget.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What was she sending you?
Only some feed she's been developing. I was going to give it to Professor Howen for the measles.
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying leg knots in plimpies.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realized that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
How do you track a dragon long after she's gone?
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right. I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg. Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her.
Huh, so I didn't have
The
to...
terrain's typical of where
Cool.
the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
That sounds straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
I don't suppose you've thought about keeping it, have you?
No, it belongs to her. Keeping it will make me just as bad as the poachers.
She don't know.
If you're right about finding her here, how do we go about returning the egg?
Her nest will likely be in the heart of her den, which she will be keeping guard over. It might also be more charred than anywhere else, I imagine.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot.
Yay.
Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been ready.
Protego!
There she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons. Yes. A more hushed approach is needed once. Poor thing must be worried sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet. Petrificus totalis.
I wonder how many they brought to capture her. At least 10 usually.
There she is again.
She's breathtaking.
I don't care.
From a distance.
Fantastic. I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her. Hebrideans love sheep.
How lucky for us.
You're just saying more and more concerning shit. God, I want to go to work tomorrow.
Watch your step.
Pity. She must have been starved to pick off a grapehorn.
Or just raring for a fight.
Poachers. Good thing that's not a big deal.
Well, there's no turning back now.
Wait here! I'll run ahead.
Whenever you're ready. Over here!
I'll draw her attention. Follow when it's safe.
I'm so happy I got that.
Watch out! It's herding. Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest. Not a warm welcome.
It's a little too warm, if you ask me. I don't suppose she listened to reason.
I'd normally try, but we're well past that. If we can get to that, we can get to the nest. She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant.
There's the nest. We're almost there. Why is every bridge here broken?
Repair her.
But she broke that shit. I can tell she's gonna ram into this fucking bridge.
Now, if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it up without too much fuss.
Now I'm getting the fuck out of here. Alright, let's get the fuck up out of here. She thought she was toothless.
That was brilliant! And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it. And we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
Should we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntow Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. True.
It released the dragon
why haven't
and
they
kind
come
of killed some
after
people
us?
and
It's
took
not
some
like
other
them
shit.
to let things lie. Unless
what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl.
Why can't this just be over?
How could I have been so blind?
We down here? I'm doing a lot of side questions, not the main missions.
Nice to see you, my young friend.
I don't feel like riding. Oh, wait a minute.
Could it be a Merlin trial?
Let's see how I can use it now.
Revelio. Revelio. Not so tricky after all, Merlin.
Isn't completing those supposed to, you know, boost my inventory or some shit?
When the war is over, goblins will rule over wizards and...
I don't want these.
Looks rather dark in there.
You're here. Good.
What are you up to now?
Some shit.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I'm ready to explore the
let's
catacomb.
get my unforgivable
Perhaps we can
curse.
visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do.
Of course it would. The catacomb time has yielded more than I imagined. Learning by our senses was illuminating. However, I stumbled upon something else I could not ignore. In the area behind the great room, which has suffered decay, the Vic turned over a sarcophagi. I discovered an oddly shaped relic. Immediately I sensed its power. I would be thrilled to study the relic further if only the removal of objects were allowed.
I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb.
What I'm wondering is, how do you make a relic? Like, you just build that shit up by yourself?
I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Graces! Confringo!
Okay.
Bombarda! Confringo! Defender!
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest is insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start. We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
Accio? Leviosa?
Wingardium Leviosa.
And here. I need to...
This room is taller than it looks.
Leviosa.
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
Alright, let's go.
Bombarda. Confringo. Potato. Stupefy. Defender. Ninja. Stupefy. Stupefy. Confringo. Stupefy. Fringo.
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there.
Defender! Confringo! Protego! Stupefy! Bombarda! Confringo!
All this grass. It no longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems. Often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though.
Revelio.
Anything else over here?
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. There's something here by the altar.
Descendo, repulso.
A foolish mission to relic is more important, which reminds to leave it or relay, but research must come before my fealty to the rules. I sent some people about this relic. I was told that those chosen by English oak wands have powerful intuitions. I believe it. Therefore, when no one was looking at it, I conjured two barricades to isolate the relic. Ancestors forgive me, but I used their very bones as the key. I plan to return it, but first I must ready myself for the next assignment, learning the Imperious Curse. The spell is said to serve well against enemies.
What did you find?
Something I really want.
Accio. Depulso.
Did you hear me?
Accio. We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory.
That is true. Eerie sounds do come with the territory.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced the space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades. I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperious Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
I don't know where the fuck they are.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone.
If this archway can find a way through.
Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You've done it. I knew we'd get through.
Yeah.
I felt it in my bones.
Nice.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Where did you learn the Imperious Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more.
Using
A
that
spell that
where?
could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You
I
have an
need the
ability
killing
that
curse,
evidently
though.
no
I
one's
need
seen
that
for
one.
centuries.
So you gotta hurry this up.
Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master.
Now look, that is an easy spell to master. Give me your brains.
Here we go. Something troubling ahead.
Which way did I come down? Okay, so left and right and this way.
Confringo! Imperio! Accio! Repulsor! Descender! Stupid! Accio! Stupid! Leviosa! Accio! Repulsor! Defender! Leviosa! Crusader! Accio! Leviosa! Repulsor! Leviosa! Accio! Repulsor! Defender!
Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it?
Confringo!
Revelio.
Confringo! Accio! Confringo! Accio! Repulsor!
Revelio.
This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this
Accio.
is a cinch.
How gracious of you. Revelio. Accio. Confringo. Accio.
Oh, I'm seeing shit. Okay.
Wingardium Leviosa.
So you
Accio.
and you.
That worked. Keep going.
Wingardium Leviosa.
And now I need you
Accio.
and you.
Wingardium Leviosa.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done.
Accio.
Just 35.
Revelio.
I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
For a moment there, I thought that'd never end. Revelio. Confringo. Accio. Revelio.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet.
This gives me nothing. Ew. The relic contains an abundant potential. It possibilities could benefit not only wizardkind but the world. But the dark sacrifice involved to realize his intent may be too great until we know more. Please do not remove this relic.
Sebastian! The relic! Look! Could it be? The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
It's funny, Sammy Jane. We need the relic. We should leave the relic alone.
I'm willing to ignore what the journal entry says. We're taking the relic.
Agreed. This is meant to be. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret, especially from my uncle. Is that ominous? Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
I can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage Sebastian to take the relic.
Sebastian's done his research. He knows what he's doing.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian! We're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance. That the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what we needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
Accio! I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. And I didn't want to worry him or anything.
Bombarda! Defender!
Oh, saw this. No, for real though. How do I get this open?
Revelio. Revelio.
Bombarda!
Revelio. Accio. I need to find a safe way across.
Confringo!
Revelio. Lumos.
Confringo!
Lumos.
Confringo!
Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium 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 Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Leviosa. Defendo. Accio. Depulso. Defendo. Accio. Depulso. Accio.
It wouldn't do it for so fucking long.
Rickety bone bridge complete. Revelio. Accio.
Trying to get the fuck out. Got what I needed.
As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne.
Revelio.
I won't rest until you're...
Yeah, it's not fight, y'all. A lot of black smoke there.
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her.
I feel like she was on fire here.
Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke! Over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
You won't stop me. Pity, not quite. What are you going to give up?
We've got them. They'll retreat. We'll make them retreat.
Sebastian! All stop provoking them!
Oh, he used them for the whipping skill.
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
Revelio.
Regal Blue. To be honest, I really just want the little way the little Death Eaters move. Just no one's there.
What was he thinking?
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic, even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
Revelio.
Dark magic. It's always fun to use.
Are we?
But he could have used any other fucking spell. It wasn't like Imperial was like the only thing he could have used. He could have used Ringo, Bombarda, fucking, what's it called? Delspo or some shit. Freeze the motherfucker. He could have did some of the other spells.
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh. That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewelry, cards, old photographs. She got to her favorite, a handmade crest, and without a second thought, she handed it to me. This will keep you safe, she said. It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet.
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it, or be expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an owl when I have news.
Revelio.
I already got Alamora 2, right? Okay, I'm done for today. Thanks for no one being here. Let's see how many hours I've been into this game. 26. Moish.